Hi everyone, my name is Jesse. Today I'm going to show you how to work out with if function in Excel and see how you can apply them in your Excel works. Alright, let us start. First off, by Excel's definition, if function checks whether a condition is met and return one value if true and another value if false. Now, to better understand that, let's look at its parameters first before we go to our example. This function has three parameters. First, logical test. Second, value if true. And third, value if false. Let's go to our example. This data is an example of a customer satisfaction survey data. Now we wanted to get the survey results in column E based from our survey score in column D by this criteria. If the score is 1 or 2 or less than 3, we'll tag it as detractor. If it's equal to 3, we'll tag it as neutral. If it's 4 or 5, we'll tag it as promoter. Now, let's go to our formula. We start with the equal sign, then the function name if, then open parenthesis. Now we enter our first parameter, logical test. Our logical test cell reference will be based from the score field. So let's select D3, then lock the column by placing a $sign before the letter, or we can press F4 multiple times until we get our desired locking method. Now this is not necessary because we only have one field to fill in our formula. However, it's always a good practice doing that. Now let's complete our logical test. If this cell is less than or equal to 2, or we can simply say less than 3, if that is true, we wanted to tag it as detractor. How do we do that? We go to our next parameter value if true and type in detractor, but we need to place them inside a quotation mark since it's a string data type. If it's a number, then we don't have to do that. We can enter the number as is. Then we go to our next parameter value if false by typing comma. If you notice, we still have two results criteria to reflect, neutral and promoter. And we're left with one parameter to fill in. So in this case, we have to do another if statement in the third parameter of our first if statement to cover them both. So we are now doing nested if function here. To begin, we type another if and then open parenthesis, type in the logical test, select D3 again and lock the column by placing a $sign before the letter. We don't need to lock the column part of it because we're going to drag our formula going downwards later on. Okay? Now we say if this cell is equal to 3, if that is true, we tag it as neutral and place them inside a quotation mark. Otherwise, if these two statements are not true, meaning this cell is not less than or equal to 2 or less than 3, or not equal to 3 on the second if statement, then we'll tag it as promoter in the last parameter of our second if statement. Then close parenthesis to close the second if statement, then another close parenthesis to close the first if statement since we've used two ifs nested together. Then press enter to complete the formula. Then drag the formula to copy up to the last row. And finally, it's always a good practice to check the formula if they are pointing to the correct cell reference. Alright? I hope you got that, guys. If you didn't, you can watch it all over again until you get the logic of this function. Okay? We are at the end of this video. If you like what you see, please subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up and click that notification bell icon to get updates on my upcoming videos like this. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I will answer them as I can. But for now, thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.